Hi everyone, Kelt here. Well, Prince Harry's tell-all memoir, which is due to be released next year, is said to be detailing, and I quote, huge amounts of hurt. Royal correspondent Peter Hunt says that Harry is upset with how his exit from the royal family was handled. So he wasn't just upset with the way he said that he was treated by them, he was also critical of the way that they handled his actual leaving. I don't know what he expected. Did he expect them to plead with him to stay? To offer him his military titles, if he would stay? If I remember, they handled it the only way that they could, and with very little public emotion, and done in a dignified and loyal way. They could have stripped all titles, but they didn't. They could have shamed Harry, but they didn't. They could have totally cut them off, but they didn't. They left a way back for Harry, especially. This probably seemed heartless to oversensitive Harry, and his wife would have probably encouraged his feelings of being offended. We've not seen any peacemaking at all over the years whereby Meghan could have encouraged Harry to meet up with his brother and make up and apologise. None of that has happened. Harry has promised that it will be a truthful account. Wholly truthful, he says. When people say that, does that mean that they were being untruthful up till then? Why emphasise it's going to be truthful if you're a truthful person and you always tell the truth? To be hurt and offended by his family enough to cause him to break away from them in the first place, to then be further offended by the way they handle the exit, shows how hypersensitive that man is, and probably how hypercritical his wife is. She could easily have played mediator and helped Harry deal with his hurts in a mature and dignified way rather than publicly airing his dirty laundry for the whole world. I'm sure Prince William must have had some issues and some pain and hurts because no family is perfect, but I think that it's guaranteed that Catherine would have helped him to deal with it, and, having the normal and very loving and free upbringing that she had, she would be more than qualified to advise William on how to build bridges with family members. If Harry had married someone similar to Catherine, how much more could he have achieved? So this memoir, according to Harry, is going to be, and I quote, a definitive account of the experiences, adventures, losses, and life lessons that have helped shape him. So is it going to be honest and talk about the things he did wrong, which didn't just shape his life, but affected others' lives? The questionable way that he treated girlfriends, the things that his soldier friends kept quiet about, and the things that some people were said to have been paid to keep quiet about. Will these people speak out when Harry starts putting his heart and his soul and his truth out into the public arena? Prince Charles apparently really wants to keep everything toned down and avoid any more public judgment of him. He and Camilla have managed to successfully get their popularity back on track after being condemned for the treatment of Princess Diana. Camilla kept her head down and did her duty and gained the public's respect in general, and Prince Charles has more respect in recent years, though there are still many who believe that William would make a better king. The last thing that Prince Charles would want now would be for public opinion to turn against him right before his possible reign as the next monarch. Is this why this is happening? Is this to make it easier to pass on to William? I also read that the Queen is putting a stop to Prince William flying his wife and children in a helicopter to visit family or to go to their other home. She allegedly has been nervous about this and she worries about it and has said that it cannot go on. She doesn't want them travelling in that way together, apparently. This brings to mind that awful statement that Meghan made publicly to a friend, which I won't repeat here. I did in a previous video, but as most of you know, it was to do with she and Harry claiming the throne in the event of something happening to Prince William and his family. There is power in the spoken word, and I refuse to mention that again, but I can imagine it being of concern to the palace and that security would be stepped up around William and his wife, which does seem to be happening now. The recent threat to the Queen on Christmas Day, when an intruder with a crossbow broke into Windsor Castle but was held within the grounds and detained under the Mental Health Act, has brought about the call for a full security review at Windsor due to at least 3 major breaches in the past 12 months. It also draws attention conveniently to the possible licensing of crossbows. Reading about the other intruders that happened this past year, and one, amazingly, was a woman of 43 who was allowed into Prince Andrew's Royal Lodge because she claimed that she was his fiancée. She was also later sectioned under the MHA. I absolutely think that anyone who would want to go sneaking into Prince Andrew's Lodge would need their sanity questioned anyway. So is this non-event on Christmas Day going to bring about changes in the licensing of these things? Is Harry's memoir going to spoil any chances of a smooth transition and coronation for Prince Charles? Let me have your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Please subscribe, ding my bell for more alerts for more videos, like if you liked it, and share. Bye.